want to tell you a story about my own son, Ronald. So Ronald decided to take, he took PE this summer. So he takes track. He likes to run, but he was just like, okay, well, kind of like Xavier. I'm doing it just because I have to do it, not because I have a passion for it. And so on the first day that he had to run a half mile, the instructor told the class, today, whatever your time is, you can never run that time again. So we're going to time you on your half mile. And every day you're going to run a half mile for the whole summer. I mean, it's triple digits in Lancaster, California. And it doesn't matter. The teacher didn't care that it's triple digits. You're going to run this half mile, and wherever you land on day one, you're going to improve every single day that you run the half mile. So on the first day, I asked my son, well, how fast were you on the first day? He said he ran a half mile in about 4 minutes. But you know what? One day, he made up in his mind, I'm going to run with the fastest guy in the class today. Just because I just want to challenge myself. And that's what we were talking about, 6-month challenge, right? Challenging ourselves to beat our former selves. And that's what my son decided. I'm challenging myself to beat my former self. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to keep pace with the fastest guy in the class. So no, he's not competing against this guy. He's really competing against his own 4-minute time. And he decided, in order for me to beat my 4-minute time, I'm going to run with the guy that's running about a 2.5-minute time. If I run with him, who's already where I want to be, I know I'm going to improve. So on this one day, he made up in his mind. He told the fastest guy in the class, look, I'm running with you today because I want to be faster. And so he and the guy, they're running. They're running, they're talking. And then at some point, about 3/4 of the way through the race, the kid tells my son, this is where I turn on the burners. And he takes off running at a sprinting pace. And my son is keeping up with him. So now they're sprinting to the finish line. And my son said, my lungs were on fire. My legs were on fire, but I kept running. He said, I thought I was going to pass out, but I kept running to keep up with the fastest kid in the class. On that day, my son broke his record. He never ran a 4-minute half mile again. On that day, he ran a 2-minute, 45-second half mile, just because he made up in his mind to outperform his former self and look at the kid that was doing where he wanted to be and doing what he wanted to do. And he listened to the training of the little boy. Well, they're not little boys, they're teenagers. He listened to what the little boy said, and he kept pace with the person that was already doing what he wanted to do. And even though it took him out of his comfort zone was a 4-minute half mile. This time, it took him way out of his comfort zone. Like I said, he was on fire, lungs on fire, and he kept running anyway. We're talking about comfort zones. Do you think you can sit on the couch and stay in your comfort zone and accomplish your goal? Do you think you can do better than your former self by staying in your comfort zone? Or do you think you're going to have to stretch yourself? That's what Ronald had to do. He had to stretch himself, and he had to do better than what he had done before. And so that's what I am encouraging all of us today. I'm doing it for myself. It's not always easy. Like today, we had this big, huge church event today. It went on for much longer than a normal Sunday. Then my daughter had a birthday party. I went to the birthday party, and I told my daughter we're only going to be there for about 30 minutes. Well, of course, that didn't happen. And then I decided the little boy, teenagers, I keep calling them little boys, they're teenagers. It was his birthday. And I said, okay, you know what? Come to my car. I want to give you a birthday present. And so I'm also an independent paparazzi consultant. And so I said, I want to give you a present. Come to my car so you can choose what you want. So he chose a necklace, a paparazzi necklace. And let me let you know, he didn't choose a lady's necklace because paparazzi also has men's jewelry. So he chose a men's necklace and a men's bracelet, and I gave that to him for his birthday. I seeded that into his life. And then because he got something, his mom comes to the car, his sister comes to the car, cousins come to the car, neighbors come to the car, and all of a sudden I have this crowd of people around my car, and hey, the store was open. Now, I'm still here. Even though my day was long, I woke up super early this morning just to get some of this done in my hair. I spent all day yesterday working on my son's hair. He has locks. The racer that I was telling about has locks. I did that yesterday. I braided my hair yesterday, and I started putting in my crochet braids. So I was up late last night, up early this morning, and still knowing that I've made a commitment. I made a commitment to be online, sharing information with you guys. I refused to take a shower, put on my pajamas, and get in the bed. I had to keep my commitment because in the past I've said, I'm going to do such and such, but I don't keep my commitment. Not anymore. No longer will I commit to something and then not commit to the commitment. How many of you have done that? Where you make a commitment, but you don't keep the commitment. You've got to commit to the commitment. All right. And so I mentioned to you guys that I'm an independent paparazzi consultant. Now, for me, I am looking for, like I said, I'm looking for people that are ready to accomplish goals in their lives. And a lot of times we have dreams, we have goals, and sometimes money is an issue. Maybe time is an issue. And so this opportunity through paparazzi is an opportunity I want to present to you all. No pressure, but just so you know, it's an option. And for me, it is something that's helping me accomplish my goals. And I'm going to tell you another story. So I love jewelry. I've always loved jewelry. Before I had children, I would spend $1,000 on a diamond and emerald ring. My mom is watching. I don't know if she knew that, but that was back when I had a good job and no children, and I lived at home with my mom. So I would spend a lot of money on jewelry back in the day. Now I have 4 kids. And so I go to the mall and I go shopping and I see jewelry and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love that piece of jewelry. And then I look at the price tag and it's like, okay, my kid needs shoes and I want this necklace. What do you think's gonna win? Of course, my kid's gonna get shoes and the necklace is going back on the rack. Now that I'm an independent paparazzi consultant, I get to have beautiful necklaces like this one with matching earrings for $5. $5, guys. And so if you love jewelry, if you are someone that says, hey, I'm looking for a work from home business, here's an opportunity for you. And if money is an issue and you are the type of person that needs that extra boost in your finances, consider paparazzi as what I want to say, a side hustle. You know, some people, I met a man that sells bags and he said, don't call me a hustler. I'm a businessman. And so that's what this is. It is a business. Like I said to you guys in the beginning, I'm a transformational coach. And the reason I'm doing paparazzi is because that's part of my 5-year plan. And this is, I'm showing you guys my steps. Kind of like what I said about my son and the race that he did. So not kind of like, it's type and shadow. So my son said, I want to improve myself. And so I'm going to go along with someone else. Hi, Cynthia. Cynthia Adams, not my mom. My cousin, Cynthia, all the way from the East Coast. Wow. I think about half of you guys are in North Carolina right now. It's so amazing to see you guys on tonight. So the same way my son said, I'm setting a goal for myself. I need someone to show me how to get where I want to be. I'm showing you my steps. So as my son is running his half mile, his friend or peer in school was showing him his steps and saying, this is how we're going to do almost a 2.5 minute half mile. Watch my steps. And my son watched his steps. My son kept step with him. My son kept running with him, even though it hurt him, even though it hurt his lungs. And like I said in the beginning, for those of you that didn't hear, my son made the decision that in school this summer, he had to run a 1/2 minute mile. He set the pace on day 1 at 4 minutes. And the teacher said, you run a 4-minute half mile. From now on, you can never run another 4-minute half mile. Every day, you have to run it faster and faster and faster. In the beginning, my son was coming in about 8th, 9th, 10th in the group. But he kept watching that fastest kid who always outran everybody. And my son didn't decide, I want to beat that kid. He said, I want to outperform myself. I will never run another 4-minute half mile, but I know what I need to do. I need to watch him, and I need to learn from him, and I need to follow his steps. And so he got with that kid one day, and he said, I'm going to run with you today. And the kid said, okay, come on, come with me. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, come on, come with me. Because I know I'm not the only person out there that wants to accomplish goals in my life. I'm not the only person that has a vision. I'm not the only person trying to go somewhere in my life. And if you are trying to go somewhere in your life, hi, I just realized someone said, I love that green. If you're trying to go somewhere in your life, what I'm saying is keep pace with me. You're not trying to compare yourself to me. What I'm saying is just let's take this journey together. Just like the little boy did with my son. He said, let's do this together. Yeah, man, let's do it. Remember, the best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. I love you all. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.